They have what most people would regard as the best captain, probably the best offlaner. Probably that actually needs the level to be valuable to the team, and the sooner that he comes online, he doesn't catch up as well. So it's very important that he gets 6 and gets to be that threat around the map. At bottom,
Puppy, he's going to be caught out. We were following that one for a while, and there's really not anything Eternal Envy can...
Relatively slowly. It feels like they're not even bothering sending the Earth Spirit mid just because it is an OD. But they want to make an attempt at Eternal Envy.
And it was blocked in by the invis from Maposhka, and they're actually trying to get a little bit more body blocking. In time for double Ion Shell, they will hit that rolling boulder, slowing down Eternal Envy even further. Their Ion Shell is doing the majority of the damage, and it will be enough to kill the Naga Siren. A high amount of arm too. And that's good enough to be able to get the kill. At this point, does Secret consider rotating again? Do they move Nyx Assassin out of that top lane and try and get away from this Darkseer combo?
Oh, bottom again.
Yeah, because they might lose Highlight Die here. He's already got the spirits out. Maposhka trying to commit to the kill, but he can't quite get it. And finally, but it looks like Scandal is healthy enough to be able to stay alive.
Yeah, I don't even think that Astro was that necessary. I'm pretty sure he was...
Oh, but just like that, they realize this is the opportunity to go on the bottom lane. They roll in Maposhka. That was a beautiful combination from the Earth Spirit. Just the minor thing, but him lane, so they have the time to run him down with the Ion Shell. That was a perfect combination by him.
I think the biggest problem that Secret has right now is that I don't see any other option for them to create enough space for Eternal Envy to catch up, other than the Nyx.
Then you can do here. Phase shift may not cost you any mana, but it's certainly not going to get you away from Artur when he sees that open much backed out. And that is the big downside of the Nyx Assassin, right? Is that his timings are kind of easy to read. They're going to bottom. Nice. Follow up with the silence. They're going to be able to fully take down Universe before he has a chance to hit a button.
That was absurd.
Empire fighter pressuring a tower.
And Arteezy's used the...
Unfortunately, our Earth Spirit no longer in position at this mid lane, or maybe he could punish this. They may still be able to. Scandal's dropping a bit low. They managed to get the Hex under Arteezy. Nice long kick there from the Earth Spirit to be able to finish off the win. They're going to be able to roll into Maposhka. They have the follow-up here from Ramses as they identify Artur at target number uno to be able to take down. He goes for the TP out. Do they have a stun? They actually don't. No vacuum up on the Darkseer, so he's able to get out, but Secret's still losing a lot out of that fight. 2 heroes picked off, and the mid lane is going to be this. Eternal Envy setting up the sleep on a Scandal here. Does he actually think they're going to be able to take him off this? Right, kind of in the pale? Nope. Get the orb out. Meanwhile, they do have the relocate in. Able to catch Afterlife, so that's 1 for Team Secret, but they need a little bit more. Maposhka, ooh, Arteezy canceled that ultimate, realizing it was just barely going to be out of range. Hoping to be able to get an extra kill off of that one still. Secret alleviating some of that pressure in the mid lane.
That's a very optimistic go on the puck by Universe.
Scandal still going to be imprisoned up here. Doesn't have the orb, has a regen, but I don't think he has enough space. Still has the ultimate to be able to drop it. Hits King R as well. He still has enough mana to be able to get off the Hex, but now with the drums activated, King R's just going to be run down. Easy peasy for Arteezy. 6-5 now, 10.5 minutes in. Them putting pressure on mid, because it seems like this would be the time to fight.
I just think you can't rotate heroes in 1 by 1. And mid, Ramses is going to get caught on, but
Royal down, Universe tries to hit the stun, misses out on that one, and now the Earth Spirit making the big initiation, already gets the 3-man silence. They're going to follow up again, going for Arteezy first, trying to force him back, might be able to kill him, a little bit more damage, all requires the Highlight Die, comes in with the save at the perfect time. Secret will have to play back though.
Fight, but they might just not have the items or the heroes to do it.
Puppy putting himself out there as bait. He knows the rest of the team is going to be able to follow this up. They're going to immediately jump on the Puppy, but the trap is sprung. Now the rest of the crew come in. A big ultimate being dropped by Artur, already limiting the mana of Team Empire. Ramsey's committing here for Universe, but the damage is coming out from the Earth Spirit. They slow down this fight now. Secret going to be able to stay Universe with that imprisoned. Maposhka continuing to get some damage out. Universe is going to be left behind here as Team Secret call quits on that team fight.
They lost the Dazzle, but they had Empire had to commit so much for that.
Again, Artur manages to sidestep everything the Earth Spirit is throwing at him, but he still manages to get the double impale into Highlight Die, almost being popped by the Finger of Death, but again, the double support combination saving each other time after time will be able to provide the turnaround as he come in.
You've got a Hood OD that has demonstrated time and time again has a support behind them.
Oh, they didn't realize it, but that was actually a trap set up by Empire. They fall through beautifully. Secret makes a relocate in. Fortunately, Artur is going to be delayed by the Shadow Grave, and he will be able to maybe get 1 kill. Not even that much. Need a quick hit. They're going to go for the kick immediately, and right as he comes back, beautifully timed by Maposhka, a star Earth Spirit player. being born here today. That we're really seeing his level at a high level playing. Now
get
Ramsey
even
still
more.
has that ultimate. They might be able to catch more. And Puppy, he's definitely dead. Universe is going to be able to get out. So 2 go down, make it a third. Universe at the very last second, he made that call.
2 levels of security for Secret in both the supports. Most importantly, you've got Eternal Envy who just has to sit back, walking for
Artur just blinks right in. There are 3 heroes surrounding him. Universe is going to be able to find him. Come back up the first, they kick up, then they call up Universe. Now here comes the relocate in as Pylai Die, hoping to be able to survive. The 3 seconds required to be able to get Artur the hell out of here. 3 more seconds for the nukes. They're coming quick and fast. It looks like Pylai Die will go down first. Artur has no chance in hell, trapped in a corner, and Secret quick on the retreat, but Empire have already won the big engagement. They might be able to get more. Yeah, the dagger's going to be able to fall Puppy. He has no out here whatsoever, and Empire just want to fight right outside of the Roshan pit. They immediately funnel in.
Blown up so fast by this Secret lineup because once OD releases anything on him, he's gonna go down. But those disables on that one.
Spike Carapace into the sun. Afterlife is going to get taken out by RTZ, but maybe not. The mech goes down. One more hit. They do manage to get the kill. Still go the front. The first fire is going to be able to take Artur in return. They do get the sleep out. That's only going to be able to save Universe's life. It was just a tad bit too late to be able to save the others of Team Secret. Another gank Team Secret go for. Again, the Nyx Assassin setting up a relocate, but Empire so quick with the response are going to be able to catch 3 there as Puppy finally ends up going down. And now Team Empire
on Afterlife now, so the Arcane Orb won't really do too much to him. We already talked about how much Secret relies on more of their magic damage. The bottom Universe might just go down again.
Trying to push out that bottom lane, but will be caught by the double supports, and these supports have so much more mobility now with Kinar being able to have a blink dagger.
Team to find kills. And you have that with the Naga, so even though Secret, things are, you know, for these mini engagements it's not working out, the overall game plan is still okay for them.
So we can
and make sure that the rest of his team can follow in with perfect positioning.
Jacob, the Nelson Ward though, it's not just given to, at bottom.
Sorry, I missed that one. I was listening to Jake
while this happens, so.
Are you saying Puppy isn't going to win the game?
And right now, it's
definitely
not
close.
Easy.
Empire, they haven't been jumping the gun too much. Now they actually might find a kill. They know the Wisp is down. Artur, he's open for the kickoff. And it's going to be a huge kickoff they can actually take up, but of course they can. Empire rotated so many
just like dies.
Holy cow, yeah, Ramses, he's already looking for more. Almost had Eternal Envy there as well. Jesus, that damage with the Minta style.
Good read. Really wanted to go for the Roshan just because getting it onto the Spectre would be huge and it would deny Secret another way to come back into this game. But I guess I just overestimated how much damage that Spectre does because they did not cut through that very quickly at all.
With their cliff wards, they do see opportunity here, but no, he misses out on a stun. And now there's a chance that Nando can actually be able to escape. He jumps over to his orb. Should be enough distance. He's still kind of slowed down, but does manage to get the Dream Coil to slow down Team Secret's
got to be careful
here. And they may stumble into a 5-man fight they can't actually win. The Spectre ultimate is up too. They see Eternal Envy. Can they actually lock it down long enough to be able to throw vent? That song on the side. They pop their BKBs. Eternal Envy doesn't actually have an escape from here. The rest of the Secrets start coming forward, but it's too late. Eternal Envy's already gone. A Pylai Die gets escape from the imprisonment, but both of these supports are just gone. And Team Secret, they're going to get wiped here if they're not careful. It's going to be 2 of them being down. Both supports are dead, and it's only Universe who's going to manage to get the escape with his TP out once again.
Long has an animation.
And more importantly, it's the decision by Ramses. Like, oftentimes item builds don't make too much because they're usually very standard, but the decision by him to go for the BKB.
I think the cloak makes the difference between a death and life there.
Without the cloak, he probably has enough damage.
Well, he sees Puppy, and that's actually going to be able to set up the Spectre ultimate.
Oh god.
And Eternal Envy blowing the Song of Siren there, afraid that he was going to be the one who's jumped.
Oh, that's going to open up the map a little bit for when you've got the Naga Siren Radiant Illusions popping out. And you've got to cut through them, even losing 200-300 bits of your.
Oh, they actually go for Artur here. The side device opening up. The BKB already activated, but they get the relocate out. So they still manage to have to save. Eternal Envy is going to be jumped down. Diffusal constantly is going to be side device as well. It should be taken out. Here's the vacuum into the wall. Good setup there. That's going to be able to last Empire to fully strike on the Team Secret. It could have just been a one pick off, and now it's going to turn into so much more. And 4 go down from Team Secret, and Empire just opening up the base for themselves.
Probably actually pulled up a move called the Arc Style, where he breaks himself instead. That often is also the quick fast.
Yeah, but if it's, regardless, I don't think the fight would have mattered.
No, it wouldn't have changed anything in this particular instance.
Yeah, it was pretty one-sided, but Empire just looking so dominant.
They're just falling apart. And now Artur, Buyback is the only one who had it. And now Dieback, immediate GG and DC out, and Secret are going to lose their very first game as a new team.
That's Empire executing on a very high level. This is not Secret losing, that's Empire winning.
Yeah, I actually completely agree. I think